Hey, awesome spirits, and welcome to another weekly reading by me, Amanda, here at Indigo Spirit. Um, Last week was interesting. I hope that everybody really focused on kind of the reading I had. But this week, I'm getting a much stronger feeling. I know like the past couple weeks have been kind of weird in terms of energy and strangeness, especially with like the reading I had given about 2016 as a whole. But, in regards to yourself, it's a good time to start really focusing inward and making sure that you're kind of like checking in. I mean, January was definitely the month where like you have to set your intention to make it right. You know what I mean? So make sure that you're really focusing on like your energy and kind of how you feel, and just really make sure that you're working on knowing what you deserve, and knowing that you can manifest what you deserve, and that what you want, you deserve. That's the other part of it. This week, I was definitely called to the Indigo Angel Oracle deck just because it's a little more cut and dry. It's a little bit more just boom, right in your face. It's right there. So, without further ado, let's see what I have going on today. What does Indigo Spirit need to know for this week? That one wanted to jump right out, so that's always good. You gotta love the jumping out cards. Ooh, this one wants to come out. And let me see. That one wants to come out. Big time. So, let us see what this week has in hold for us. Wonderful. So, starting to look inward at yourself, we have nature. And what's great about this card is that it's very much checking in with yourself and taking control of your emotions, taking control of what you want, how you feel, and not letting outside things kind of affect that. As you can see, like he's, this angel's grabbing onto that lightning. It's something that's like you're taking control. And in reviewing inward, and you start taking control, you can kind of start working yourself out and working out your goals a little bit better, a little bit easier. That's basically what I'm getting for that one, for sure. The middle of the week. Acceptance. Sometimes taking control of yourself is just like accepting certain things about yourself that you may or may not like. It's accepting that people are the way they are. It's really about your acceptance of other people and your acceptance of like different facets of yourself. When you start to kind of like look inward and like, oh, I'm taking control of my own nature, I'm taking control of myself, it's like part of that is an acceptance that there's that part of you. So when you're, I mean, this whole week, all I'm getting is inward, inward, inward. So this week is all about looking inside. Like it's all about reviewing yourself and reviewing what's kind of going on. And, just making changes to help further yourself is basically what I'm getting. This is kind of funny. I don't know why this deck is affecting me so much right now, but for whatever reason, it's very strong weekly reading, because it's very much it's definitely all inward. Like this week, you have to check in with yourself. You have to make sure that you are on the path you want to be on, and then checking in and going, okay, I need to take control of the things that I don't want to be doing, and then accepting that part of yourself. Like also going, okay, I do have this part of myself, I've figured this out. I do have this part of myself, working around it. If you're hard on yourself, you just gotta, like, while you're being hard on yourself, just stop and go, no, I can't do that to myself because it's not going to work. It's not good for me, because that's inward negativity. And of course, we're trying to get rid of negativity and bring in all the positivity, which does help, set the intention that we need for 2016, So this weekend, so we've kind of been checking in with ourselves all week, I'm sure things have been going on in terms of work and whatnot, but this reading is really about checking inside of yourself this week. It's not really about other things. So this one is look through the situation. Really making sure that you, again, look through the situation, just like I was just talking about, when, sometimes I get upset when I do make a mistake and I'm just like, oh, I'm so stupid. And it's like, stop and go, no, I'm not stupid. Everyone makes mistakes. It's a normal way of life. That's looking through the situation and going, look, we all just do it, and just, that's kind of what I'm talking about. So looking inward on yourself this week, it's really going to be, this week's really just about looking in, going, what's going on? How do I feel? How am I acting? Is this the way I want to act? Is this the way I want to be? Taking a hold of your nature, accepting that that's just part of it, okay, so I've figured out that I'm acting this way, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that. How do I stop that? That's starting to look through the situation, on top of looking through normal situations where you might be giving yourself negativity and just stopping the negativity in its tracks. Even if you give it, counteracting it with going, no, that's not the case. I need to not let myself feel like that because I deserve to be who I am. So kind of a powerful weekly reading this week. I know I'm usually a lot more bubbly, but I just feel like this is kind of throwing me a little bit for a really heavy reading. I just really hope that this is kind of gets through the way I hope it does. But in doing this, it's really going to help the rest of January and really help the rest of 2016 kind of flow the way you want it to flow. And it kind of helps. This is a different year. This is a time where we can stop and say, okay, last year was last year. What do I want this year? And really focus on doing that, because now's the time is basically what I'm getting. If we're having this powerful of a reading right now, now's the time to go, and be really looking inside of yourself here. So I hope everyone has a really wonderful week and bring in the positivity. Check in with yourself. This week is just check in with yourself. Don't worry about anyone else, because everyone's just checking in. So however everybody's acting, just let it go. This week, everyone's kind of internal. So you kind of be internal too. Just don't worry about anyone else and what they're doing. Just focus inward and make sure you're kind of on your right track. So I hope everybody is able to do that, and we'll meet up again next week, and hopefully it'll be a banging week, which I think this week will be good. It's just going to be about yourself, it's more going to be a mellow week is what I'm getting. I'm getting a very mellow week of internal, thinking and internal review. So, Indigo Blessings. Mwah. Everyone have a wonderful week.